I love the thought of a car drifting apparently endlessly through space and perhaps being discovered by an alien race millions of years in the future. To make an embarrassing admission, I like video games. That's what got me into software engineering when I was a kid. I wanted to make money so I could buy a better computer to play better video games. Nothing like saving the world. There are some important differences between me and Tony Stark, like I have 5 kids, so I spend more time going to Disneyland than parties. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. In all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, it's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office, and it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office, and it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. You could power the entire United States with about 150 to 200 square kilometers of solar panels, the entire United States. Take a corner of Utah. There's not much going on there, I've been there. There's not even radio stations. If you go back a few hundred years, what we take for granted today would seem like magic, being able to talk to people over long distances, to transmit images, flying, accessing vast amounts of data like an oracle. These are all things that would have been considered magic a few hundred years ago. I've always wanted to be part of something that would radically change the world. People forget the power of inspiration. All of humanity went to the moon with the Apollo missions. The issue was cost. There was no chance to build a base and create frequent flights. That's the problem I would like to solve. In the past I voted Democrat, because they were, mostly, the kindness party. But they have become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now, watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold. We have a strict no a-hole policy at SpaceX. And we fire people that are. I mean, we give them a little bit of warning. But if they continue to be an a-hole, then they're fired. To our knowledge, life exists on only one planet, Earth. If something bad happens, it's gone. I think we should establish life on another planet, Mars in particular, but we're not making very good progress. SpaceX is intended to make that happen. I'm actually making history tonight as the first person with Asperger's to host SNL. Or at least the first to admit it. So I won't make a lot of eye contact with the cast tonight. But don't worry, I'm pretty good at running human and emulation mode. You need to live in a dome initially, but over time you could terraform Mars to look like Earth and eventually walk around outside without anything on, so it's a fixer-upper of a planet. You know what? Don't bother showing the video. We will make one of the mini sub/pod going all the way to Cave 5, no problemo. Sorry pedo guy, you really did ask for it. An asteroid or a supervolcano could certainly destroy us, but we also face risks the dinosaurs never saw: an engineered virus, nuclear war, inadvertent creation of a micro black hole, or some as yet unknown technology could spell the end of us. If you had to buy a new plane every time you flew somewhere, it would be incredibly expensive. I just want to retire before I go senile, because if I don't retire before I go senile, then I'll do more damage than good at that point. You need to live in a dome initially, but over time you could terraform Mars to look like Earth and eventually walk around outside without anything on, so it's a fixer-upper of a planet. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself.